So, Kate, what days are we celebrating today?
Today's days, we've got Fried Chicken Sandwich Day.
Okay. Interesting.
Social Media Kindness Day.
Oh, what's the point?
And Scrapple Day.
Scrapple?
Not Scrabble, Scrapple.
Okay, what's that?
I don't know. I was going to ask you.
Oh, well, I mean, you're the one in charge of knowing what the days are, right?
Yeah, but I have two sources. And one source doesn't explain, and the one that does explain doesn't have Scrapple Day on the calendar.
Yeah, this says Scrapple, also known by the Pennsylvania Dutch name Panhas, is traditionally a mush. It's a delectable term. Traditionally a mush of pork scraps and trimmings combined with cornmeal and wheat flour. Often buckwheat flour and spices. And then there's more. They say mush a second time.
That's very misleading. Don't you think there should be like some sort of apple in there since it's named Scrapple? Shouldn't there be apple mixed with your buckwheat and your pork and mash?
Well, it's funny you say that, Kate, because it says, first off, the mush is formed into a semi-solid congealed loaf. This description just gets better and better. And slices of the scrapple are then pan-fried before serving. Scraps of meat left over from butchering, not used or sold elsewhere, were made into scrapple to avoid waste.
Oh, gosh.
So it's scrapple because it's just a bunch of food scraps.
Scraps.
That are then mushed into a congealed loaf, Kate.
Yum. And then sliced and fried. Yum.
Oh, yeah, pan-fried, yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to go back to Fried Chicken Sandwich Day because that sounds more up my alley.
You don't think it's okay?
Yeah. National Fried Chicken Sandwich Day and Social Media Kindness Day.
I got specifically Fried Chicken Sandwich Day.
Yeah?
And not just Fried Chicken Day, but Fried Chicken Sandwich. Go out and get a McChicken or the Wendy's or BK equivalent or Chick-fil-A, I suppose. Yeah.
Chick-fil-A. Yeah. Now, here's where I'm going to venture from popular opinion. If you're going to make a fried chicken sandwich, what goes on your sandwich?
Oh, dear. I
know you never would, but if you went to McDonald's and got the McChicken, it's just lettuce and mayonnaise, unless you get the chicken deluxe.
Right, I believe that's right. I would probably also put tomato on there.
Tomato is the chicken deluxe. Yep, you pay extra for the tomato. But Chick-fil-A, their fried chicken sandwich comes with cheese on it.
American cheese?
Yep. I 86 the cheese. No thanks. Just give me the lettuce, tomato, mayonnaise, chicken.
Don't you feel like you're paying for cheese that you're not getting?
I'm okay with it because I don't want to take it off. I don't want it touching.
Oh.
I don't want it to melt into it at all.
Can you put the slice of cheese on the side and maybe keep it in the individual wrapper? Is that
right?
Probably not individually wrapped there.
Give it to my dog later.
Yeah, there you go. A good dog treat.
There you go. Yeah, I'm not a cheese on chicken fan unless it's like a Mexican chicken, right? Am I making, I don't know, your leftover turkey sandwiches from Thanksgiving? You don't put cheese on it, right?
Maybe.
Okay.
If it's a cold sandwich.
Right.
Yeah, it'd just be like making a deli sandwich, but with good turkey instead of, well, you know.
Processed?
Yeah. Preservatized. Yeah.
Deliciousness?
Yeah. More salt, please.
And thank you.
And so today is Social Media Kindness Day.
Social Media Kindness Day, the day after Election Day, Social Media Kindness Day. I don't know that the two are connected, but I think it's good timing.
Right. Well, it's good timing considering the state of Twitter right now, too.
Oh, yeah.
Like, is this thing going to become more cesspool-like or not? Where's this headed?
I just don't
Social
see
Media Kindness Day.
Twitter getting any better.
It definitely is. As far as the mainstream products go,
yeah,
I think it probably is the meanest one. Yeah, prepare for sadness. Prepare for sadness potentially, or some weird altercation with a stranger that, I don't know, I guess maybe there's some of this on Facebook too, but I think Twitter is just notched up. I'm still there. Still there. But the clock is ticking. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling especially optimistic about it. But stay tuned, dear listener, for the thrilling conclusion of, did Matt leave Twitter yet? Coming soon to a radio show near you. So, Kate, you had mentioned Chick-fil-A putting, you said it was American cheese that they put on their fried chicken sandwich?
I think so. Let me check my app.
Oh, got the app installed.
I do.
Look at her go.
I do. I got to get my, points or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Special offers.
Chick-fil-A deluxe sandwich with American cheese. Yes.
Okay. The reason I ask is because earlier this morning I just happened to be reading this story about weird food concoctions that people grew up with.
Okay.
And one of them was, my family always broke slices of American deli-style cheese into smaller squares and then placed them on top of spaghetti noodles with red sauce.
That sounds interesting.
And then she was like, yeah, eventually I learned that, Parmesan might go on there.
Like, oh, that's what that other stuff goes on there.
Right. There was one of these people was talking about when their family ate cake growing up, they would pour milk over the cake.
Now, that does not seem so far-fetched to me. Like chocolate cake, I could see you pouring some milk on it.
And then one day, one of my brothers went to a friend's for dinner, and they served cake for dessert. He promptly poured some of his glass of milk over it. Everyone started to laugh.
Nice. Now, my dad used to put butter on chocolate cake.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And don't knock it till you try it, because it is good.
That could be good.
Yeah.
So the reason why, it turns out my mom, who had 4 kids under 5, decided that putting milk on the cake made for less crumbs to clean up.
Genius, Mom.
Yeah. This one here is about putting grape jelly on French toast. And then this person was like, it was a revelation when her boyfriend took her out for breakfast one day. He ordered French toast and put syrup on it, and she tried it and was like, well, I love it that way too, but didn't knock the grape jelly. Now, I grew up, my dad put cinnamon and sugar on my French toast.
Right.
And so
Monty will eat an egg sandwich with grape jelly.
Oh.
Like a fried egg sandwich on toast with grape jelly.
Okay, I could see that being a reasonable contrast.
It's not my favorite.
Okay. And this one talks about how her dad, she was born 3 weeks after the stock market crash of 1929, the Great Depression. And the quote here is, I was in my 20s before I learned that most people don't make spaghetti sauce for 6 people using 1/3 of a pound of the cheapest hamburger meat available and a can of store-brand tomato soup thinned with a little water.
Ugh. Now, we always joked, because my dad grew up with 7 brothers and sisters, that my grandpa, like, if there was a little bit left of the ketchup, he'd put water in it and shake it up to get the ketchup. Or that's how he'd make the orange juice go farther with the kids, an extra can of water with the orange juice.
Yes, I have seen that with like a can of Prego or whatever.
Yeah.
Dump the whole deal in and then use some water to get the stuff on the walls and then add that to it, so you're not watering down the whole thing. And so, all right, one more of these. So these are weird things that people learned as a kid before growing up and learning elsewhere otherwise. This one, every time I opened a new stick of butter, I carefully folded the paper wrapper in half with the buttery side inward and tucked it safely back into the refrigerator with all the other butter papers, just like Mom always did. So the idea being removing the paper completely from the butter stick, then putting your butter stick into the butter dish, and then you gently fold up the wrapper. And then apparently one day, a few months after moving in together, Karen's perplexed boyfriend asked why there were several dozen empty butter wrappers in the refrigerator. Karen explained they were for baking. Rather than wasting butter or oil, you could just unfold a butter paper and rub it all over the cookie sheet or cake pan, Kate.
Wow.
And then he apparently told her, honey, we may not be rich, but we're not that poor.
We're not that poor. No.
Mm-mm. So there you go. If you thought your family did some weird things when you were a kid, and you find out when you're like in your 20s or 30s, turns out, come on, look at these people.
Matt, people's sexiest man alive for 2022 is Captain America, Chris Evans.
Oh, bummer. I was hoping it was going to be the fictional character.
No.
But it's actually Chris Evans, the gentleman who plays Captain America.
Yeah, I just can't recall any of his movie roles by names. I could tell you some movies he's in, but Captain America was the only thing I could come up with his character. Yeah. So, People Magazine, Sexiest Man Alive for 2022, Chris Evans. And he said, this is just a point of bullying by my friends. It's ripe for harassment.
Oh, sure. So, yeah, what a horrible position to be in.
Right.
Sexiest man alive.
People think I'm so sexy. Now my friends are going to make fun of me. Boo-hoo.
Yeah, he looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Looking at the cover now. Yeah. We've talked in the past about some unfortunate sexiest men alive, haven't we? And I can't recall.
Who are the unfortunate ones?
I was hoping you had them in your brain still. Yeah, we talked about the ugliest, sexiest men alive.
I don't think Johnny Depp is what everybody else thinks he is.
Okay, there you go.
But I know I know that people do think he's pretty sexy, even with recent events. People still like Johnny Depp.
For some reason, Carrot Top showed up as the third result for images of ugliest, sexiest men.
No way.
I think it's because he works out. He's kind of ripped in this photo. He's got muscles.
But he's not, like, top dog. He was never one of the, like...
No.
Cover boys.
No, he just... Yeah. Just the search, the suggested image result. This is Microsoft Bing. Images of ugliest, sexiest men.
Okay.
Because I failed to type alive at the end of the search. Here we go. Alive. Nerves, 20 sexiest ugly people who top the list. No.
Paul Rudd, Michael B. Jordan, George Clooney, Brad Pitt, John Legend, Idris Elba, Chris Hemsworth, Channing Tatum. Yeah, they're all good looking. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Keep going. There's some ugly ones in there. I'm fairly sure.
All right, let me click on it. Click on it. Dwayne Johnson, Adam Levine's not my favorite. Richard Gere's not my favorite.
Oh, yeah,
but I don't know that I was like old enough to be having an opinion when Richard Gere was the sexiest man alive.
Blake Shelton. Blake Shelton's in here.
I don't think he's unattractive, but I wouldn't put him next to like a George Clooney.
What about The Rock?
The Rock's personality makes him sexy.
Okay.
Yeah.
David Beckham.
Yeah.
I'm scrolling through all these now.
John F. Kennedy Jr., Sean Connery. A little old for my taste when I was 9 years old, but yes, attractive. Tom Cruise, Patrick Swayze, R.I.P. Nick Nolte. There you go. Ugh.
Oh, yeah. That's an ugly, sexiest man.
God bless. And the picture they have next to him, he's like a bearded pig. Terrible.
Yeah, I'm scrolling through. I ended up on people.com has a page, all the sexiest man alive covers, dear listener, for you to scroll through. And so you can see these people and judge them with us.
Right. 95 was Brad Pitt, but it was like Interview with the Vampire Brad Pitt. So it's like, nah, not my favorite.
He's also on the 2000 edition. It's a special double issue, in fact.
Special double.
Harrison Ford, 1998. What about him?
Not bad. You know, the whole Han Solo, Indiana Jones. He's dreamy.
Oh, yeah, Richard Gere.
Harrison Ford now, I'm like...
Richard Gere, and this is like one of the least flattering photos they could have chosen for him.
Yeah.
Is it just because Cindy Crawford's in frame with him, maybe, I guess? I don't know.
Probably.
Nick Nolte, sex... I forgot that they were married. That's unfortunate for her.
Cindy Crawford?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Patrick Crazy for Swayze. Sean Connery. Yeah, there's Sean Connery with... A graying Sean Connery with a mustache.
Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah, Pierce Brosnan.
Mm-hmm.
L.A. Law's Harry Hamlin, Kate, in 1987. Yeah. You see him?
No, thanks.
What about Mark Harmon? He was 1986.
I do like Mark Harmon. I do think he's attractive.
And then Mel Gibson, 1985. Was he the first one? Yeah, inaugural sexiest man alive, Mel Gibson.
And that's a good picture of him, too.
Okay. Better. He did not age well.
No.
On multiple fronts.
I feel like he punished his body pretty good, that it's on the outside now. The liver has affected how he is aged.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Both mentally and physically, probably.
Probably.
So there you go, dear listener. The 2022 sexiest man alive is Chris Evans. And he beats a decent number of the other dudes historically.
Yes.
I still think Blake Shelton stands out as being, okay, whatever.
I mean, he's the everyman's man. You know, he's got the farm, he can sing.
Fine.
I know. I see why people do not think he should be on the list, but...
Yeah, I wouldn't do him. No.
I don't know that I'd do him either, but I could see why he's on the list.
I'm glad we devolved to that point.
Yeah.
Right. You see the Philadelphia dude that ate 40 rotisserie chickens in 40 days, Kate?
I did not see the dude.
Yeah. Alexander Tominsky.
Okay.
He's a waiter, 31 years old, and he ate 40 rotisserie chickens in 40 days. He finished up on Sunday. I saw a photo of him kind of grabbing his guts a little bit, as if to say, oh man, I just ate 40 rotisserie chickens in 40 days. Do you know why he would do this?
Why would he do this?
I thought maybe it'd be for the Phillies to win the World Series.
Yeah?
But no. And then apparently they also lost the Major League Soccer Cup as well, Philadelphia.
Oh.
But no, it turns out he never confessed to why he was eating 40 rotisserie chickens in 40 days, Kate.
It's a lot of chicken.
Afterward, he said he kind of shut up the crowd. The crowd started chanting, hero, hero, hero. Because he was like, join me for the conclusion of me eating these chicken, my 40th chicken, and several hundred people showed up to watch at what is described as an abandoned pier behind Walmart.
Why?
I'm no hero. I'm but a man. I ate the chicken. I did the best I can. I just thank you all for being here. And thanks for watching me consume.
I think the grossest part about rotisserie chicken is taking it off the bone. Like, taking the meat off of, yeah. Because when we get rotisserie chicken, that's like a money job. I'm like, hey, I want to buy a rotisserie chicken, but will you take the meat off? Thanks. Appreciate it.
Fried chicken, you don't mind?
I only do the breast, and even then I'm like, I'm probably leaving a lot of meat on this because I don't want to dig into every nook and cranny.
That's the best part, Kate, getting your fingers all slimy.
I love wings, but geez, I hate eating wings.
Makes you feel like an animal.
A cave person.
A cave person. Yeah.
Yes.
What do you do? Do you slice it off? What do you do for wings?
No, I only do the flats. I don't like drummies. And then I break them in half, and then
those are called flats.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. It was
okay.
A waiter told me that one time.
The part attached to the drumstick is called a flat. Huh.
The wing.
The wing. Yeah, but you called it, what'd you call it?
A flat.
A flat.
Yeah, not the drummy.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
The flat's attached to the drumstick, though, right?
No.
Well, it's before it's chicken wings?
I don't know what it looks like before. I'm talking about when it's in the basket in front of
Oh, okay. All right. Fair enough.
Smothered in sauce next to the ranch.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you won't do boneless?
Every now and then, they're just not as good.
Okay. I was going to say Buff Wild. What is it? BW3?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I kind of like breaking the bones. And
don't you feel like, I don't know, you should be like dragging a saber tooth behind you, like just by its pelt, and have a club?
No. That's precisely what I do.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, okay. I'm sorry. I thought that was clear. My bad.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I feel so weird that I am like fingertip to wrist, pretty much covered in sauce. I am a sophisticated woman. I have brought life into this world, and here I am eating like I've never seen a utensil in my life.
I asked a server once, and like, do you ever find this is absolutely disgusting? Have to pick up all these chicken remnants that people's mouths have been all over, and you got a pile of soiled napkins sitting on top of them?
Yes.
And she was like, well, yeah, kind of, but you get used to it. Like, okay.
Oh, gosh. Right. Piles of bones and wadded up napkins.
It's like maximum exposed mouth ratio to discarded food item.
And you can wash your hands all you want, but you are going to reek like wings for hours. Go to like scratch your nose and you're like, oh, I can still smell the sauce.
For better or for worse.
True.
Yeah, some people are into that. Yeah.
Ew.
I really had to restrain myself to not make a dirty joke there.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Matt, my pickle people. I've got great news for my pickle people.
Pickle news?
Right?
We haven't talked about pickles in a while.
Vlasic has a scented candle that looks like a jar full of pickles.
Well, that's fantastic.
And it's going to be for sale starting on Monday. And you can get it at shopryanporter.com. Here's the thing that I'm thinking is the downside to the pickle candle.
Mm-hmm.
It's $30.
Oh, yeah,
that's a lot for a candle. And it does not look like a big size candle that I would normally be like, yeah, I'd spend $30 for that candle. Just for it to burn.
And make the house smell like pickles.
Right? If you go to our show notebook, you can see a picture of it.
Yeah, I searched for it, and I ran into this headline. This new dill pickle scented candle looks just like a jar of pickles. Don't eat it.
Mm-hmm. Don't eat it. It makes my mouth water looking at it.
That'd be pretty pathetic if you ate a candle thinking it was pickles. You know, the
Pathetic or high?
I don't know what you need to be on. Bath salts? Is that a bath salts one?
Right.
In between bites of human face, you have some dill pickle candle. It's been a while since I've heard about that. Is it just not out? Is it just not in fashion anymore?
I don't think so.
In fashion? Okay, it was probably never in fashion, but you know what I was going for there.
Yeah, so shopryanporter.com if you want to get a Vlasic pickle candle. Next Monday is when they go on sale.
Well, if you don't care about that, there's a non-branded one, dill pickle scented candle in tin, 4 ounces, but it just looks like a standard candle that comes in a little metal container. It's $15.
Okay.
No. If you're just into the scent and you don't need the aesthetics of what looks to be pickles, there you go. There's options. Kate, are you hyped that it's winter weather preparedness week?
I bought a new puffy vest just for that.
Did you, with the built-in heating coils?
No, I was too cheap.
Oh, come on. Well, National Weather Service Kansas City put up an interesting poll.
Okay.
With Winter Weather Preparedness Week, we're curious about your feelings regarding winter weather. If you could only pick one type of winter weather for the rest of your life here, Kate, would it be 32 degrees Fahrenheit or below with snow, or mild winter, no snow ever?
Mild winter, no snow ever.
47% of people agree with you. Out of the 1,000-some votes.
Gosh.
I'm kind of with you, though. Does it mean like it's 32 degrees? It's never going to get above freezing during the entirety of what we define as the winter season? And then snow often? Seems like a bit much. That seems like a bit much. But that said, as I was pondering this poll, Kate, as I do, I do kind of like when snow happens, like when snow first arrives, if I don't have to go anywhere. If I don't have to go anywhere.
Purely if I don't have to go anywhere. I don't know how many times snow has ruined my plans where snow or ice, like we can't go because of snow and ice, or I don't want to drive in snow or ice, or Yeah, it's obnoxious. If I had a chauffeur.
Yeah, you'd be up for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not all like you see in the hot cocoa commercials where you're always looking out the window and the snow's coming down and you're enjoying your Nestle. No.
Right?
Mm-mm. Nope. So, but you do you, dear listener, because it looks like it's a toss-up with this poll. 32 degrees or below with snow, 53% of people. Mild winter, no snow ever, 47% as responded by the followers of National Weather Service Kansas City. I'd be fine, like, just stay above freezing, but still give us rain. You know, a horrifying drought's no good. I still want rain.
No, that's no good.